हॅलो टॉपर्स. आज आपण बघणार आहोत कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबरमधील एक्सरसाइज 1.1 क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. The question is, show that -1 plus square root of 3i bracket cube is a real number. Solution बघूयात. We know that a plus b bracket cube is equals to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, and therefore -1 plus square root of 3i cube, a cube plus 3a square b plus 3a b square plus b cube. -1 cube -1 plus 3 as it is, -1 square plus 1 square root of 3i as it is, right? 3 into -1 -3 square root of 3 and its square means 3 I square plus square root of 3 its cube means 3 square root of 3 and I cube. -1 as it is, 3 into 1 3 square root of 3 I. Here I square is -1 and minus minus plus 1. 3 3s are 9. Here I cube is minus I. 3 root 3 as it is. 3 square root of 3i and minus 3 square root of 3i. या दोन टर्म्स 0 होतील. -1 plus 9 8 and is a real number. सोल्युशन बघूया. आता इथे we know that I raised to 6, this can be written as I raised to 4 into I square. I raised to 4 is 1, I square minus 1 means I raised to 6 मिळेल आपल्याला -1. I raised to 7, I raised to 4 into I raised to 3, I raised to 4 1, I raised to 3 minus I, here is minus I, and last one I raised to 11 is equals to I raised to 8 into I raised to 3, I raised to 8 1, I raised to 3 minus I, हा पण मिळेल आपल्याला minus I, and therefore 3 plus 2 upon I into I raised to 6 minus I raised to 7 into 1 plus I raised to 11 is equal to, first term I 3 plus 2 upon I as it is given, I raised to 6 is -1, minus sign as it is, I raised to 7 minus I, 1 plus I raised to 11 minus I, 3 plus 2 upon I. Here minus 1 as it is, minus minus plus I into 1 minus I. Here दोन ब्रॅकेट्सची मल्टिप्लिकेशन आधी आपण करूयात. फर्स्ट टर्म ॲज इट इज 3 plus 2 upon I. Minus 1 into 1, minus 1. Minus 1 into minus I, minus minus plus I. I into 1 plus I. I into I square. Plus minus, minus I square. First term as it is, minus 1, I plus I plus 2I. I square is minus 1, minus minus plus 1. Here plus 1 minus 1 0 होतील. इथे मिळेल 2I. 3 plus 2 upon I आणि 2I. 2I ने मल्टिप्लाय करूयात. 3 2s are 6I plus 2 2s are 4I divided by I. This I get cancelled. इथे मिळेल 6I plus 4. This can be written as 4 plus 6I. Next, question number 7. Evaluate the following. First one, I raised to 35. आता इथे I raised to n, where n is greater than 4 असेल त्यावेळेला आपण काय करतो? n is equals to 4m plus r. ह्या फॉर्ममध्ये जो n असेल, जे इथे 35 आहे, दिस 35 कॅन बी रिटन ॲज 4m plus r. ह्या फॉर्ममध्ये आपण लिहू शकतो अँड देन ते एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व करू शकतो. ठीक आहे. I raised to 35. Here n is equals to 35. Therefore, I raised to 35, I raised to 4 raised to 8 4s are 32 into I raised to 3. The n is equals to 35 केले. Therefore, I raised to n is equals to I raised to 4m plus r. I raised to 35 is equals to I raised to 4 into 8 into I raised to 3. ह्या फॉर्ममध्ये घेतलं. ओके. is equals to I raised to 4 ची व्हॅल्यू 1, 1 raised to 8 1, and here I cube. 1 raised to 8 1 into I raised to 3 minus I. So the answer is minus I. Next बघूयात. I raised to 888. Here n is equals to 888. Therefore, I raised to 888 is equals to I raised to 4 into 2 2 2. but 222 ने जर 4 ला मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर 888 मिळतात. is equals to I raised to 4 1, and final answer is 1. नेक्स्ट थर्ड एक्झाम्पल बघूयात. I raised to 93. Here n is equals to 93. Therefore I raised to 93 is equals to I raised to 93 is equals to I raised to 4 into 23. 23 ने 4 ला मल्टिप्लाय केलं तर 92 मिळतात इंटू I raised to 4 1 into I. So the final answer is 1 into I, that is equals to I. Fourth one, I raised to 116. Here n is equals to 116. Therefore I raised to 116 is equals to I raised to 4 into 29. I raised to 4 1 raised to 29. Answer is 1. I raised to 403. Here n is equals to 403. Therefore I raised to 403 is equals to I raised to 4 into 100 into I raised to 3. I raised to 4 1 into I raised to 3. 1 into I raised to 3, and I raised to 3 minus I. Next one, 1 upon I raised to 58. Here n is equals to 58. Therefore 1 upon I raised to 58. 1 upon I raised to 56 into I square is equals to 1 upon I raised to 4 into 40 into I square. I raised to 4 1 raised to 14 आणि I square minus 1. 1 upon 1 raised to 14 ची value 1 into minus 1. So the final answer is minus 1. Next example. I raised to minus 888. Here n is equals to minus मध्ये दिलेलं आहे minus 888. Therefore I raised to minus 888 मिळेल आपल्याला I raised to minus 4 into 1 upon I raised to 4 घेऊया तिथे आणि raised to 2 2 2. इथे न्यूमरेटरमध्ये i⁻⁻4 आहे, आपण तो डिनॉमिनेटरमध्ये शिफ्ट केला आहे. नथिंग एल्स. 1/i⁻⁴, 1/222, 1/1. So the final answer is 1. नेक्स्ट एक्झाम्पल बघूयात आपण. i⁻30 plus i⁻40 plus i⁻50 plus i⁻60. सोल्युशन बघूयात. i⁻30 plus i⁻40 plus i⁻50 plus i⁻60. For this i⁻30, this can be written as i⁻4 into 7. 7 4s are 28 into I square, plus for this 40, i⁻4 into 10. 10 4s are 40. For this 50, i⁻4 12. 12 4s are 48 into I square, plus for this 60, (15 4s are 60. i⁻4 1, 1/7. I square is -1, plus i⁻4 1/10. i⁻4 1/12. I square -1 plus 1/15. 1/7 1. 1 into -1 -1. 1/10 plus 1. 1/12 plus 1. Plus 1 into -1 -1. And 1/15 1. -1 plus 1 0. -1 plus 1 0. Therefore final answer is 0. आता आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण काय बघितलं? एक्सरसाइज 1.1 मधील क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. आजच्या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण इथेच थांबतोय. तुम्ही जर अजूनही चॅनलवरती नवीन असाल तर प्लीज सबस्क्राईब करा, बेल आयकॉनवरती प्रेस करा अँड तुमच्या फ्रेंड सर्कलमध्ये आपला चॅनल नक्की शेअर करा. थँक्यू.